Yo, somebody says, I want this. The same person will say, I need this. How can you begin to want what you need and begin to need what you want so that the two will align? And it will not be a case of, I want this, but I need this. After watching this video, you will begin to need what you want and you will begin to want what you need. Let's go. Life is what you make of it. It is the choices that you make that spices it up. Now, our choices, they determine how far in life we go. And there are two things that inform the choices we make in life. Number one is our needs. Number two is our wants. So when you want to make a choice, those are the two things that tells you, oh, this is the one you're going to choose. This is the one you're not going to choose. Your needs and your wants. Our wants live in our hearts. Our needs live in our heads. I'll say that again for effect so that it will sink. Our wants live in our hearts. Our needs live in our heads. Okay? Now, when we are making emotional decisions, those decisions 9 out of 10 times, they are wrong decisions. Because you're making the decision from a biased point of view. You're thinking with your heart. The people we love, the things we love, we hold them dear in our hearts. And whether they make sense or not, those are our priorities because we love them. When they ask you, why do you want to marry this girl? I love her. Now that's your heart that is thinking. Why do you want to employ your brother, your younger brother for this job? Because it's my brother and I love him. It doesn't necessarily mean that he or she qualifies. But love is the bias with which we do things because we're thinking with our hearts. Okay? That's why they say love is blind. Your younger brother is incompetent, but is the one you want to give the job in your company because you're blind. The lady that you're in love with does not meet any of the criteria to be a housewife, but you want to marry her regardless because you love her. She's the one you want, but she's not the one you need. You're thinking with your heart. Your younger brother is looking for a job and there's a vacancy in your company which he is not suited for by means of competence or qualification, but he's the one you want to give the job because you're thinking with your heart. That is want. Those are the people you want. They are not qualified, but you want them anyway. But who are the people that you need? When you're talking about needs, you're thinking with your head. That's why they say, oh boy, use your head. When you think with your head, no matter how much in your heart you love and care for somebody, you will be able to make sound, unbiased decisions like, no. I know I want this girl, but she's not the kind of girl I need. For this reason, for that reason, I don't think I need this kind of girl. Okay, I want my brother to work in an engineering company, but for God's sake, my brother is a graduate of sociology. He is not the type of person we need. Now you're thinking with your head. When you are able to successfully reformat your mentality and rewire your brain starts to work in tandem with your heart. When your brain starts to work in tandem with your heart, your wants and your needs align. You need to write that down somewhere. When your brain starts to work in tandem with your heart, your needs and your wants aligns and your life becomes more meaningful, more purposeful, and more successful. Your life becomes happier and more fulfilling when your wants align with your needs. Your life makes more meaning when your wants align with your needs. Now, if you live your life doing everything that you need and doing nothing that you want, you're not going to live a very happy life. And now, if you live your life doing only the things that you want and doing nothing that you need, your life is going to be very meaningless. So now it's your ability for you to psychologically mature to the level where your needs align with your wants. Now, your needs are your wants. It's a kind of mental training and maturity that you need to undergo. Now, when you grow to that level where all the things that you want are actually the things that you need, that is when your life will become more meaningful and more successful. So how do you make your needs and your wants align? It's about rewiring your thinking. It's about resetting your priorities in life. It's about realizing that you have a purpose for your life. It's about changing your circle. It's about watching the kind of people you move with. It's about being careful about the kind of content you consume on the internet. It's about carefully selecting the kind of movies and programs you see on TV, because what you read and what you see shapes the way you think. I'll say that again so that it will sink. What you read and the content you consume shapes the way you think. So begin to consume reasonable content, edifying content, inspiring content. They start to shape the way you think. Now, when you see a girl whom ordinarily you would want in the past, you would no longer want her because you've reached a certain level of maturity, and you'll be able to tell yourself, wow, if I had met this girl 10 years ago, I would have wanted her. But at the level I am in now, these are not the kind of girls that I want. Okay? You'll be able to make better choices at different points in your life. So you have to be able to, screen and edit the content that you consume. Okay? The kind of music that you listen to shapes the way you think. The kind of movies that you watch shapes the way you think. The kind of novels and materials that you read shapes the way you think. So you need to carefully select the content that you consume and select the company of those you move. Okay? Because First Corinthians chapter 15 verse 33 says that bad company corrupts good character. Okay? Now they say, show me your friend, I'll tell you who you are. So selecting carefully your circle of friends, they also shape the way you think. Okay? So these are the tips that will guide you to make better decisions in your career, in your business, and in your life generally. Okay? So if this video motivated you and you found value from this video, give me a like. And of course, if it's your first time, subscribe to this channel, turn on the bell notifications, because there is more to come from where this came. Till I see you next time, I remain Victor Isibo. It's bye for now.